Teaching your dog to use a bell to signal when it needs to go outside is a rewarding journey that strengthens the communication between you and your furry friend. It's a practical solution for house training and gives your dog a clear, polite way to let you know when nature calls. This process not only helps prevent accidents, but also boosts your pet's confidence as it learns to communicate its needs more effectively. Imagine a typical afternoon. You're busy with chores or relaxing on the couch, and instead of barking, scratching at the door, or pacing anxiously, your dog simply walks up to a bell hanging by the door and gives it a gentle nudge with its nose or paw. The bell rings, you hear it, and you both know exactly what's needed. This simple action streamlines your daily routine, reduces confusion, and deepens the bond between human and canine. The first step in this training process is preparation. Select a bell that's easy for your dog to reach and activate. There are many options available: traditional jingle bells strung on a ribbon, flat bells mounted on a board, or even wireless doorbells designed specifically for pets. The important thing is that the bell is accessible and produces a sound you can easily hear throughout your home. Hang it at your dog's nose or paw level, near the door you most frequently use for potty breaks. Next, you'll want to introduce the bell to your dog in a positive, curious manner. Dogs learn best through positive reinforcement and association, so make the bell an exciting new object. Call your dog over and encourage it to investigate the bell. Hold a treat in one hand, and with the other, gently tap the bell to show how it works. Let your dog sniff and explore. Every time the bell makes a sound, immediately reward your dog with a treat and praise. The goal is to help your dog connect the sound of the bell with positive experiences. Once your dog seems comfortable with the bell, it's time to teach the specific action you want. Touching the bell on its own. Hold a treat near the bell or smear a tiny bit of peanut butter or another safe, appealing substance on the bell itself to entice your dog closer. As soon as your dog's nose or paw touches the bell, even accidentally, reward it enthusiastically. Consistency is key. Repeat this exercise several times, always marking the moment your dog makes contact with the bell and reinforcing with praise and treats. As your dog begins to understand that touching the bell leads to good things, you can introduce a cue word such as bell, touch, or outside. Say the cue word just before presenting the bell and reward your dog when it rings it. Gradually, your dog will start to connect the cue word, the action, and the reward. The next phase is pairing the bell ringing with going outside. Every time you take your dog out for a potty break, prompt it to ring the bell first. Guide your dog to the bell, give your cue word, and encourage it to touch the bell. As soon as the bell rings, immediately open the door and lead your dog outside. This step is crucial. The reward for ringing the bell becomes access to the outdoors. Over time, your dog will associate ringing the bell with the opportunity to go outside. Patience is essential during this stage. Some dogs will catch on quickly, while others may need more repetition. Remain calm and consistent, and avoid showing frustration if your dog seems confused or uninterested. If your dog rings the bell but does not need to relieve itself, simply go outside for a moment and then return indoors without making a fuss. This helps your dog understand that the bell is for potty breaks, not for playtime or attention-seeking. As your dog becomes more reliable with the bell, gradually reduce the use of treats and rely more on praise and the natural reward of going outside. You may find that your dog starts ringing the bell independently when it needs to go out. Celebrate these successes. Each one is a step toward solidifying the behavior. Occasionally, you may encounter challenges. Some dogs may ring the bell excessively, hoping for extra outdoor adventures. If this happens, observe whether your dog truly needs a potty break each time. If not, keep outings brief and boring, no play or exploration, so your dog learns to use the bell only for its intended purpose. For puppies or dogs new to house training, integrating the bell into your regular potty schedule is helpful. Take your dog out at regular intervals and always use the bell beforehand. Consistency helps reinforce the behavior and reduces accidents indoors. If your dog seems hesitant or afraid of the bell, introduce it gradually. Place the bell near the door without expecting your dog to interact with it right away. Reward any calm behavior around the bell, and avoid forcing your dog to touch it. Sometimes, switching to a softer-sounding bell or a different style can make a difference for noise-sensitive dogs. In multi-dog households, teach each dog individually before practicing together. Some dogs may pick up the behavior by watching others, while others need one-on-one attention to master the skill. As your dog becomes proficient, you'll notice increased confidence and independence. The bell becomes a tool for communication, reducing frustration on both sides. You may even find your dog adapting the skill in creative ways. Some dogs learn to use their paw instead of their nose, or develop a unique way of ringing the bell that suits their personality. Throughout the process, remember that training is about building a partnership. Celebrate progress, however small, and adjust your approach as needed. Every dog is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. Stay flexible and patient, and don't hesitate to seek advice from professional trainers if you encounter persistent difficulties. Beyond the practical benefits, teaching your dog to use a bell fosters mental stimulation and problem-solving skills. It's an opportunity for your dog to learn a new behavior, engage its mind, and interact with its environment in a meaningful way. For you, it's a chance to communicate more clearly with your pet and to appreciate the intelligence and adaptability of your canine companion. Over time, the bell may become more than just a tool for bathroom breaks. Some dogs use it to indicate other needs, such as wanting to go for a walk, to alert you to something outside, or even to ask for water or food. While this can be amusing, it's important to maintain boundaries and reinforce that the bell is primarily for potty breaks. Consistency in your response helps your dog understand the intended purpose. For families with young children, teaching the dog to use a bell can also be a fun, educational activity. Children can participate in the training process, learning about patience, responsibility, and the importance of clear communication. They can help reward the dog, practice the cue words, and celebrate successes together as a family. As seasons change and routines shift, the bell remains a reliable method for your dog to communicate its needs. During stormy weather or late-night hours, it's especially helpful to have a clear, non-disruptive signal. No more guessing games or worrying about missed cues. Your dog has a voice, and you have peace of mind. In the broader context of pet care, teaching your dog to use a bell exemplifies the power of positive reinforcement and clear communication. It's a reminder that our pets are capable learners, eager to please, and responsive to our guidance. With time, patience, and encouragement, you can teach your dog not only practical skills, but also foster a relationship built on trust and understanding. In conclusion, the journey of teaching your dog to use a bell to go outside is both practical and deeply satisfying. It transforms a daily necessity into a shared accomplishment, reinforcing the bond between you and your pet. By approaching the process with patience, consistency, and a sense of partnership, you empower your dog to express its needs confidently and clearly. And as you celebrate each ring of the bell, you'll be reminded of the joy and fulfillment that comes from learning and growing together, one gentle chime at a time.